President Buhari's home on fire as he sacks Aisha, ADC, and 41 other staffs over Aso Villa crisis. Aso Villa is a workplace and official residence of the President of Nigeria since 1991, when Nigeria moved its capital from Lagos to Abuja. It is located at Yakubu Gowon Crescent, the Three Arms Zone, Asokoro, Abuja FCT, Nigeria. Several names that are used for Aso Villa include State House, The Rock, and The Villa. The Aso Rock Villa is the most protected presidential state house in Africa. Recently, Aisha, Buhari, and the president's aide had a misunderstanding. Security breach occurred at the precinct of the presidential villa, State House, Abuja, on Thursday night, when the First Lady's aide, the camp, Usman Shugaba, attempted to force President Muhammadu Buhari's special assistant, Shaibu Yusuf, into self-isolation over COVID-19 fear. After that, President Muhammadu Buhari fired his security details and other persons in Aso Villa over the role they played in the crisis between his wife Aisha and Sabiu Tunde Yusuf, his assistant. Those fired by Buhari on Wednesday include his chief personal security officer, chief detail to president, ADC to the First Lady, escort commander, ADC National Defense Council, and 37 others from the villa. Actually, this is a very good decision made by the president. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you for listening to this news. Well, that is Buhari's decision. That is his own decision. You see, he wouldn't have taken this decision if not for the lamentation of the populace, if not for the continuous lamentation of the people. He has seen the high level of lamentation, and he knows that this lamentation has gone as far as getting to the international country. So all eyes are on him, of which he knows. So he knows that eyes are on him to know what really is going to do at later. You understand? So he knew. That is why it immediately took an immediate action on them. Well, I would say the action it took is a very good one, because if he had not taken that action, it means that he has given the wife the power to take a rule on him, which the country Nigeria is already having a discussion on. You understand? But then that decision he has just taken doesn't still stop what has happened not to continue. I will advise the president to begin his check-ins with his wife, because of recent Aisha Buhari has gotten so much freedom and power to be taking unlawful decisions which are above her vicinity, decisions which are above her power, decisions which she, as the First Lady, is not supposed to take, decisions which actually belong to top leaders in Aso Rock, like Yemi Osibajo and the chief of staff. You understand? So I would say that he should start his checking from with his wife. He should carry out a thorough checking on his wife and give her a thorough orientation. Let her know her place and her seat in Aso Rock. She should know when to interfere in country's matter or state matters and when not to interfere. You understand? So I would say that in as much as he has taken this decision, I would say that he should still carry out a thorough checking on the wife. And having done that, I will now say that the staffs of Aso Rock should be called on. They should be called on and be notified of their individual responsibilities and duties in the state house. All right. They should be given orientation on the issues of pandemic, of the pandemic, when one is supposed to be on isolation and when one is not supposed to be on isolation. You understand? So it's very, very important. It's very, very important. So many things has happened in Aso Villa, which the people are supposed to mind and put themselves in order. You understand? This is issues concerning a country, and issues concerning a country is not supposed to be interfered by people that are not supposed to interfere. I get what I'm saying. All right. So they equally need the orientation of the president, and the president on himself is not supposed to be too far from the state house, from Aso Villa. It's not supposed to be far from Aso Villa, because if truly hadn't been, it was not far from Aso Villa, definitely what happened wouldn't have happened. Aisha Buhari was able to execute a plan and carry out a plan because of his distance. Because of his distance. That is why it was said that he should have a reliable chief of staff. I don't know how reliable is Gambari and what Gambari was doing, why something of this kind was happening. I don't know if he was having that fear in him. That fear, if it was nursing fear for Aisha Buhari. You get it? So this is very, very important. Very, very important. So for the ones that he has dismissed, good and fine, but the ones that are on ground really need an orientation. I really appreciate this move, but then if moves of this kind can still be taken out of Aso Rock, to other areas in Nigeria, you understand now? I want to say that it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Why is it that it's only in Aso Villa decisions of this kind are do come up? What happens to areas in Nigerians, to states? What happened to communities in Nigeria? Just like the recent happenings in Katsina now. what happens to